Hi Virgo, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread today. Whatever message comes out is what you need to hear from Spirit. I have set that intention with my deck and with my guides. If you were drawn here by the title, then this message is for you. If it came up for you on your page and your feed, then this message is definitely for you. So let's get into the tarot and see what guidance Spirit has for you. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Be sure and like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you don't mind. It would really help me out, and it helps my channel grow, and it does help others to be able to see the messages as well. So thank you. I don't know if you guys can hear these little kids playing outside. They're absolutely adorable. They're little giggles. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. This is about decisions. It's also about like expansion and kind of taking the next steps towards something, right? So this person is looking out at the horizons here, and he kind of has the whole world at his fingertips, right? He's got this little globe in his hand, and it's kind of like looking out at things and realizing that you have the whole world ahead of you, in front of you, and leaving your comfort zone to go out and explore that, and taking risks, making decisions, and expanding, right? So the situation is the Ace of Wands, which is like a new journey. This is a gift from the divine for a new adventure, some kind of new, maybe a passion project, new enthusiasm, some type of new journey. This can be like a creative endeavor, starting your own business. This can be a new job. It could be, a new relationship, whatever it is for you. There is this gift that's trying to come in from the divine. The blockage is the Death card. So this is about endings. It is about transformation, right? It is about accepting things and embracing that transformation so that you can have this new beginning. So I feel like you're just needing to kind of embrace this and expand, grow. So you have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands here, right? So this is like being ready for growth and progress and really accepting this transformation so that you can fully step into this new beginning that Spirit has here for you, right? So you go from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. And again, it's about expansion, growth, progress, looking ahead. This could be about travel, or could be like something about overseas. With that new beginning, maybe you're traveling overseas here. In the recent past, we have the Nine of Swords, which is kind of like anxiety, stress, depression. It is sitting in that negative thought pattern, right? And it's needing to release anxiety. But I feel like there was like a lot of tension and worry in the past. Your higher self or your subconscious, we have the Star. So the Star is like this hope and renewal in your energy, right? After this Nine of Swords, that's a really great energy to see, because you've kind of been in a really like despair, like thought patterns, right? It's kind of like you've been bringing it on yourself, right? So isolating yourself kind of at your breaking point, maybe a lot of just anxiety and depression, right? So up late at night, but your higher self, there's this hope, right? This renewal for this new adventure. And this is all about healing, right? You've learned these lessons. It is time to, embrace the future and be happy for the future and be hopeful for the future. Yeah, be hopeful for the future. So in the near future, we have the Seven of Cups. This is about choices. This is about options. It can be about seeing things clearly and using your discernment, right? It could be about like a search for a purpose, but it can also be like daydreams and wishful thinking here, which isn't always necessarily a bad thing, but it could just be like options opening up for you here, and maybe opening up to your creativity, because cups are emotions, it is creativity. So your advice from Spirit is temperance. Temperance is all about patience. It's about calm, but it's also about really alchemizing those energies and balancing everything out. So, after you go through some kind of ending and you go into a new beginning, this is like integrating the lessons that you have learned in order to fully step into that new beginning and really use your discernment and clarity, right? So, if you are patient and calm and you really have, uh, the balance that is needed, and you take your time with things instead of rushing into them, then I feel like that's really where that clarity and discernment will come in here, right? So in your environment, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a stable offer. So this could be a new job. This could be whatever this new beginning is for you, right? But the Knight of Pentacles it's a slow moving energy, right? The Pentacles are not fast moving energy. Again, with that moderation and patience, I feel like maybe just kind of moving slowly into this new beginning. There's no need to rush into it, right? We need to plan and kind of expand and grow before we can really take off with this. But it is very grounded and stable. So this is something that is going to last long term. And it's something that is, the Knight of Pentacles is very focused, very determined. It may not be a fast energy, but it is around for the long haul. So I feel like that's what this is for you. This new beginning is going to be lasting. It is going to be something that will last for a very long time. Your hopes and fears, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is about putting in that work, building your skill set. You could really be hoping this could be about work. Maybe you're wanting a new job. Maybe you're really wanting to learn new skills and build your skill set. It is about learning, mastering things. So whatever that is for you, I just feel like this is like really dedicated and a lot of progress, right? A lot of hard work. So the overall outcome is the Fool card, new beginning. I love that. So this is about like taking a risk, stepping into that whole new beginning, and really kind of taking off with things here. I love this for you. And this new beginning is going to be, again, very grounded and stable. So if you are taking a risk, it is something that is going to stick around for the long haul. It's not something that's going to be, it's something that's going to fall through or something that's not going to work out for you. I feel like there is planning needed, right? Like you need to really plan this, take your time with it, again, with the moderation and the peace and the calm, right? And taking your time with it, doing things in moderation and adapting to this, maybe, kind of learning some new skills in order to move forward or to like really, make this solid. But I feel like you have everything you need here. So what do they not see coming, Spirit? We have Justice. What else do they not see coming, Spirit? Wow. I love that. Okay. So you could be learning the truth about something, or, there could be a legal situation that is moving forward and helping you end some kind of painful cycle. But this could also just be like things balancing out. This is like karma, like good fortunes coming in here, seeking balance and fairness. If you're not going through a legal situation, then this could just be things balancing out, and or you could be learning a truth about something. But either way, it's going to help things kind of move forward here and end this painful cycle. So you've got a 10, and then you've got the Fool, right? And we had this 9 of Swords, which is, again, sitting in that really anxious, worried type of energy, but that's coming to an end. You have this 10 of Swords here, and that is ending that painful cycle, like really charging forward and ending some kind of painful cycle that you've been through here. I really love that. It could have been a legal situation, with like maybe your divorce is finally moving ahead and it's helping you end that cycle. Maybe there was a partnership that fell through, like business, and now you're taking a leap of faith onto your own. Whatever that new beginning is for you, whether it's you've ended a marriage, ended some kind of like business partnership, whatever that legal situation was for you, you're definitely plowing through that and ending that painful cycle. I love that. That's really amazing. So, actions and advice. Virgo, actions and advice. The Moon. Trust your intuition, but also, again, don't let those fears creep in, right? With that Nine of Swords. So we have the Moon, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, this is about you like trusting your intuition with the decisions, making a decision, and really kind of maybe, you know, taking some time to really look at things here with that Four of Swords. That could be about like contemplation, you know, again with the planning. You don't want to rush into anything. You want to take it slow. Because ultimately, you know, if you rush into things, you could miss something, right? Like if you're starting a new business, maybe you miss something in the contract, or, you know, you miss something that you need in order to start that business, or whatever this new adventure is for you, right? So I feel like this is just kind of you needing to trust your intuition and don't let your fears get the better of you, right? And then make a decision to kind of, you know, heal and integrate these lessons. And kind of like, this is also about like self-protection. So maybe just like really protecting yourself and your thoughts, right? Because these are swords. Like that sword energy is all about your thoughts. It's air energy. It's about your thoughts. So I feel like this is just you like needing to, and also seeing things for what they are, right? Like, so we have the Seven of Cups here, which is about like, don't be disillusioned, right? I always see the fog in that card, which can be like disorienting, right? Like, don't be disillusioned, and don't let somebody get the better of you, right? We are in Mercury retrograde, which could have a lot to do with contracts, right? If you're starting a new business, starting on this new adventure, or this is like a legal situation, just make sure you read all documentation, right? I don't feel like Mercury retrograde should completely stop your life and you should like not do anything the whole time, but you definitely want to be a little bit more cautious. So um, this is about like seeing things for what they are, things coming to light. Like, don't be disillusioned, right? This is like very closed off. See how she's like blindfolded here? And then the Moon is about things coming to light that, you know, maybe you weren't seeing before. And that's really like gonna just stay protected, right? That Four of Swords can be about like self-protection, protecting your peace. So I feel like that's what Spirit's telling you, especially if you're going through some kind of legal situation, right? Um, and it's a very painful ending. This could just be about you protecting your energy, protecting whatever it is. Like if this was like a really negative person or just a really awful situation that is now ending, I feel like you just need to protect your peace, right? So your thoughts. You got this Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, you know, you're kind of sitting in like this really just anxious energy, and maybe you just kind of need to maybe even like rest, take a break, do some meditation that really like will calm your mind. I do have some meditation prompts and journals on my website. If you're interested, go check it out. But I feel like, you know, that's really going to help you here, protecting your peace, protecting your mind, and really seeing things for the way that they are. Because there may be some things that come to light with this legal situation that maybe you weren't seeing before and you were kind of disillusioned, but you do have this new beginning. So you are moving into a very good energy. Things are moving forward and you are healing, but just be aware of them, right? Just know that they are there. Again, with the Mercury retrograde, don't, you know, sign contracts or anything. Just know that there are things that could be hidden. And as long as you're aware of it, you know what to expect, right? And just protect yourself. So I really love this for you. I love that you have a new beginning coming in here for you, Virgo. I hope that message helped, and I will see you next time. Bye.